And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Minnesota Vikings will see what they can do this drive. Last week they got the 24-9 win over Detroit, and their defense stepped up big time. Where they have 10 sacks in that game?
Yeah, and they hit Matthew Stafford, the Lions quarterback, 17 times overall, so they got unleashed towards the guy with the ball in the pocket. How about Danielle Hunter, though? Their defensive end, 9 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And when he was taking it down the sideline, he looked like a tight end in the open field after a catch, didn't he? Long, lean guy with big, long strides.
Offensively, Adam Thielen had the touchdown, but his 100-yard game streak came to an end with just 22 yards receiving.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action now. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 76 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point up and good by Bailey. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the I. On third down, it's Hunt, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And Butker able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The return man is Hill, and this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start the drive with Cook, and he'll go down after. Losing yardage at the 10. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Green 90. Green 90. Hunt.
Now it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Here's Hunt. A spin. Oh, now he bowls him over. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken short, and this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, you got three. Three down. Where's your hot?
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Black, watch 19. Ringo. We're going. Let's go. Switch gears.
Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's it for the first half. 2 more. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Z. Here we go now. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Green 39.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Blue 45. Z.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Ace. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And that'll set him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Here we go. Black. 2.
To throw is Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long for Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one in.